Today I'm gonna show you something a little bit different. Be with me for the day. Let me show you as I'm outside, like the plants that we have here for the tower house, which are huge. I'm gonna have a companion with me, which is Danteo. Are you going to be a good boy? To show everybody how good parents we are? See? It's a bit of a mess when we're having breakfast because he is in the moment that he likes to throw everything down. And then we are his little, you see, little workers that go pick everything up, give it to him again. He's very happy. Oh, tiene sueño. So I need to change his nappy before we get going. But I just want to show you on the laundry, what a great thing we designed, which it was never intentional to do this because it was always intentional to kind of have, ¿Ya estoy aquí? I'm here. Hey. Oh, let's get him. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué dices? ¿Qué? His bath is here. So we just pulled the bath right in here, and I still haven't painted the insides, but Dean is already telling me like how to paint it. And then on top of here, at the moment, eventually we want to make like a shelvy, you know, like a tray type thing that I can pull. But for now, this is like his changing pad, which I put down here, and I've got all of his nappies and stuff. So I'm gonna get him changed. I'm gonna get him nice and cozy. I'll strap him on, and then we're gonna go out into the garden, which I believe is crucial for them to get fresh air. Yay! So in case that you are wondering, he's in his pajamas, but I'm putting him inside this, which is like super nice and warm with that. So we'll get him that, then he has his nap, then I'll tidy the house, and then we will go and do some bits and bobs. So for now, we're gonna go out and think. At the minute though, like Dean is working, so it is a lot of it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to be able to jiggle everything. ¿Qué? ¿Te ponemos aquí dentro? He's the cutest teddy bear. Muy bien. Sí. Y ahora esto. The cutest polar bear. Aquí vamos a ver. Aquí vamos a. We've made it out. He's got his cream protection for the sun, although it's kind of like, it's still winter, but you know, you just never know what they're called. I'm going to show you the view because it's really nice. We have sheep at the minute in one field. Can you see like all of this perimeter? I actually, last year in winter, I cut it all out.
Borja thinks that this is going to be a really easy job cutting these hedges to that height that he's there. It's crazy. Are you regretting it yet? Oh, he can't hear me. He can't hear me, he's got earphones in. Are you regretting it yet?
Yes, I should have made it funny.
I told you, look, you've taken about 2 meter length off and look at all that.
Yeah, it took me a few days. These I'm not even going to show you because this is like a horrible area. Eventually we are going to be putting a planning application to see if we can put like 2 nice sort of like Georgian doors, and then have got like a nice terraced area where we will have like sitting area and maybe like a, you know, I don't know, like a dining area there and sitting area here. Still to decide. When we bought this place, they had 20 sheds in here, and all the wooden fence rotted out. So actually you can even see on this post, obviously the ground rots the bottom. So what we have decided is we're going to implant this bush to kind of make it thicker. I'm hoping because I cut the top, it's gonna grow denser. And then this is a big job that I need to tidy all of this section up at the bottom, all of this debris. just to kind of make it nice and clear. And this was the fence that we had, but we'll probably do the same over there. Remove all of these, and although we still have got like this type of hedge, it feels more connected to the countryside. I planted in that corner a walnut 2 years ago, and they say that walnuts do not do well transplanting, but this one is done really well. Eventually, we would love to put, can you see that? You probably cannot see very well. Can you see this is like all bashed out? Right there. It's like a metal fencing. This in England is called estate fencing, which is like the old estates will have had all of that type of metal. It's very nice, very sleek, very classic. So we would eventually like to change the wooden one for that, just because the maintenance is a lot easier. It doesn't rot out, obviously, and the maximum that you have to do is like do a bit of painting every now and then. Let me show you as I'm outside like the plants that we have here for the Dower house, which are huge. It's quite a shame all the things that they did. So what we are going to be putting application is to obviously reopen this window, change all of these windows to nice sashes. This door is a stable door. It's definitely not appropriate for this type of building. So we want to kind of have it a little bit bigger and have it more of a Georgian house. Obviously, all of these will be removed to have a nice railing, and then we want to put like little cute dormers at the top instead of like having these V-lugs. So that is what it will be ideal. We want to remove half of this paving just to kind of increase the grass going into the house. All of these will be paved. We're doing a little bit of work on the open plan, so we are removing the old plasterboard that they used, and into the greenhouse. Let's see if I can open it. I don't know if we can squeeze through. Oh, that's not very good. I need to kind of look into why that's that. Okay, so let me show you around. I started some seeds, but I don't think they didn't. Oh yes, there's something growing. Oh look. Okay, so I didn't think they were growing. So that are sweet peas. Doesn't look the neatest for Dean because Dean likes everything rose. So what I did last year, a head fell off the, I think it was like an onion. Yeah, look, you can still see it. Can you see it? Yeah. And it's full of seeds. So I just was like, instead of wasting it, I just thought, I'll throw it. That was in winter. I was like, I'll throw it and see if it takes. Look, all of these are little onions, which is amazing. I'm delighted. So at some point, what I need to do is like, I need to separate them up, put them in plaques, and then I will be putting them outside. And then, you know, change the salad leaves, and then just put them in this correct location. This, if you're wondering, what is that? That is something called a rhubarb fossa. That's an arrangement that I did. I was cutting some of the fruit trees, pruning them, and I thought, well, what do I do with that? So I just thought I'll put it here, which is really nice. I think, you know, for the winter, something in the middle, and this is my little arrangements. I was doing some seeds. And then over on the other side, I have started Cosmos, because this year I am so determined to get a lot of annual plants to kind of get a lot of flowers picking. He's still not as interested as Papa in gardening. He will. Okay, so we're in the working garden. Now, I'm going to be putting a lot of soil on top of all of these planters. We have got very clay soil and compost on top. You can see these holes. This is a muntjac. Can you see? Basically, we've got loads. So that means it's like a small deer that wherever I plant, unless I find where they're coming in, we're not going to have anything growing. So over here, this year, I've left dahlia, so I've left them. The only thing I've done is I put a lot of mushroom compost. You can actually see one picking a little bit, and something is being literally all over the place here. And then those have gone to seed, but I'm going to leave them this year because I really like when they are to seed. It's amazing for the bees. We've got raspberries at the end, and those are fruit bushes. Fruit bushes? Yes, These are artichokes. I planted a yew hedge, and this is like the start of like a small yew hedge. Hopefully at some point it will make it like much higher, and then we will have a nice division to the orchard. So jobs that we need to do that we haven't done is, can you see these paths? Put these paths 2 years ago, and I have never put the mortar inside, so this is a job I must do this summer. Fix all of these ones that is because of the level difference. They don't have anything. Same there, can you see some have fallen? Just it only happens on this side. And then this is what I wanted to talk to you about. This is like, I am quite excited, and this is going to be this project for this summer, which I want to, first, we need to have really big water gathering, you know, like we're going to collect the water from the greenhouse in here and in there, and we will be using this water to water the garden when needed. And then I want to do some planters here in either side of the use, make everything very symmetrical. And what we will do with that is I want to have here a variety of herb garden. So I wanted these to kind of basically mainly be like herbs, lavender, rosemary stuff. We will intersect with some veggies and some flowers. So I just wanted to kind of be a bit like more cottage garden. And then at the back, which currently I have got where the strawberry patch, I need to design a really nice sort of like composting area, just because it is expensive to buy compost, and we go through a lot of things, so why not make yourself the compost? It will be cheaper and it will probably be better. And then I'm going to take you down into the orchard, because we have put a lot of work over the last 2 years to put bulbs, right? And I am not super pleased to say that not as many, like, I don't know, something has happened. Not all of them are coming up, so I'm just hoping there's different varieties are coming up at different times. So you can see it's very weird, because there's like a little patch around here which have grown, which is literally just that patch. Same there. You can see it's like a type of variety. There's the ones growing. Now, it's just weird, isn't it? That section above there, I think is the one I planted this year, but nothing, I don't see anything else growing, which is a big concern, purely for the fact that I spent 3 days planting bulbs. The only thing though is that I feel like I'm a little bit stuck. I need some inspiration with the garden. I might just take the opportunity to go out today and go to a historical house. They have gardens, to see what they have growing. I break it down, so now time to tidy up. Hola. Hola. How lucky is this kid of all the clothes that he has? Look at that. We mainly get everything in Spain because I like it better. So I'm going for these tights. I love tights for babies. I don't know why people is like girls tights and boys socks. Socks don't last a second. And then we're gonna go for that. This, which is the cutest. Look at that. How lovely is this? Like for the top, and then we're gonna have these as like a second layer. We have made it out of the house. So what I'm going is to one of the historical properties that have got gardens that they grow things, because some of them they're really pretty, but when it comes to it, the gardens are more like for, you know, tourists, I guess, you know, just to visit, and they're pretty, but there's nothing growing, and that's not fun for me. Just arrived. Maybe you can see a baby having his bottle. He likes to hold it. Super busy, so I think like everyone, because it's a sunny day, has had exactly the same idea as I had. I forgot that the kids are off school, so that's why it's busier. Anyway, off we go. Let's have a look what they have in the greenhouses. So they have got all of the bulbs, a lot of nassaceae, which are tulips. Interesante. Lots of tulips they've planted. We can see that behind those hedging is where the vegetable gardens are. It's generally making me feel much better about our garden because I can see it's all quite bad. There are leeks and a lot of chard, so that's literally the only thing that they have got growing, and they've got a lot of gardeners. So if they have got this, then I feel good at us. I can see they also have like the strawberries. They're here. Can you see? But they haven't kind of got going. And all of these there, I don't know if you can really see it, but this is rhubarb. So this goes back to what I showed you in the greenhouse, that we have got the rhubarb forces. If you were to put it on top of that crown, then it will force them to grow faster and will be tender. But you're only allowed to do it one every 2 years because it takes so much strength from the rhubarb that you have to kind of let it rest the following year. I believe as well this way of planting in this diagonal is because of the sun. So they will be taking all the amount of sun as much as possible to maximize it, but appreciating that they have got hedging, which we do as well, planted to define the working areas. Those are fields behind. The tasting again, Ollie. With these type of properties, I love to see how they label the vegetables or fruit, because I've never found like a nice classy way, and this is such a simple, easy way that I might copy this. It's just a piece of wood painted black. ¿Sí te gusta? I'm just noticing that they have got these to stop wildlife coming in. This is the estate fencing that I mentioned before. So I feel like I got my... It was nice. Danteo, ¿te ha gustado? Danteo is very good. We're gonna walk now to this church I told you. It's called St. Michael's Church. These are the paths going to the church. So you just have to go walking. Danteo loves looking at the sheep. Eh, Danteo? Oh my god, this is just so beautiful. I feel incredibly fortunate to be able to see it.